Welcome everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create, configure, and install an operating system in a virtual machine. So let's get into that. For this video, I'll be showing you how to install Ubuntu on a virtual machine on Windows. So the first thing we need to do is download the VirtualBox, which is going to help us create the virtual machine. And then the next thing we're going to do is pick between the platform packages. For this example, we'll be using Windows hosts. And so that's the one you should download. Once you finish downloading the VirtualBox, you should go through the installation process. You can use the wizard. It's not very complicated. Just follow it step by step. The next thing we're going to do is get our operating system. Like I said, for this example, we'll be using Ubuntu. So just navigate to the website and download the latest version. The file that you download should be an ISO file. So with the Ubuntu downloaded and the VirtualBox installed on your laptop, the first thing we're going to do is open our VirtualBox Manager. To create a new virtual machine, just press on New, give it VM, and then click on the type of operating system and the version. For this example is Ubuntu. Then press Next. Then you can modify your virtual machine's hardware. Here you will allocate RAM and the number of CPUs. I will be allocating 2 gigabytes and one processor. Then you press on Next. Then here you'll allocate how much storage hard disk space you're gonna give to the virtual machine. For my example, I'll be using 25 gigabytes. Then you just press on Next and finish. So here's our Ubuntu virtual machine. So next you click on your virtual machine, go to settings, and then go to storage, and then go to the empty disk. Come here to choose a disk file. Then this is where you will choose your operating system, the Ubuntu file, and then press OK. So now once all of that is set up, we can start our machine. It's powering up. Oh, there it is. And then when this page opens, just press on try or install Ubuntu, you press enter. There we go. So the next step will be us probably going through the installation process of installing Ubuntu on our virtual machine. Most of the installation is just going to be customizations. So we get to set up our username and password and our location and keyboard set layout. And I'll be guiding you guys through all of that. So this is where you end up. So once this page opens up, just press on install Ubuntu. Then this is where we'll choose our keyboard layout, English South Africa. Continue. Then here is where we will choose our oh no, we need to do our normal installation. So don't change anything here. Continue. Then this is where we'll choose our installation type, which is the erase disk and install Ubuntu. Mind you, since we're using a virtual environment, erasing the disk will not affect everything in your whole system. It's just going to remove from the allocated space. Then you can just press on install now. Can continue. Then you just choose your location. Then this is where you enter a password. Okay. You will, in the previous page, you would have entered your login details, your login name, and your login password. Then this is the page that it will lead you to. It will just go to the installation of Ubuntu on your virtual machine. So while it is installing, I'd like to go through the pros and cons of virtual machines, platforms, and operating system installations. So firstly, with virtual machines, the pros you get are it's useful for testing, development, and running applications with different dependencies without interference. And the other pro is resource allocation. You can allocate specific amounts of CPU, memory, and storage to each virtual machine, allowing for efficient resource utilization. The cons of using virtual machines is VMs might have slightly degraded performance compared to running directly on a physical hardware due to the virtualization layer, as well as the security concerns. Since VMs can run various operating systems, they might introduce security challenges and vulnerabilities. Uh, the next thing I'll talk about is the operating system installations, pros and cons. The pro is you would have complete control over the hardware and software configurations, allowing for customization to suit specific needs. And with the cons, you get scalability issues because scaling resources and applications might require you to have additional hardware, provisioning, and configuration. The pros of using platforms is platforms often offer automatic scaling based on demand, ensuring your application can handle varying levels of traffic. And they reduce maintenance on your side since the provider handles much of the maintenance updates and security patches. So now that I've gone through those, I'll just wait for the installation to finish and I'll meet you after it is done. So once the installation is complete, you need to restart the computer in order to use the new installation. Just restart now. It won't restart your whole computer, just the virtual machine. See, it's loading. It's loading. Then just press enter, and your machine will restart. And let's see. Once it is done restarting and the computer is booted, you'll find your account and you just log in and enter your and then you have a fully operational Ubuntu operating system on your virtual machine. We'll just skip the online accounts, skip all of this for now, and then done, and we'll be ready to go. And that is how you get a operating system on a virtual machine. Thank you, and till next time.